Good week?
Hold on. Yeah, I think so. Not a bad week. It just like I blinked and 4 days went by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. How was your week?
Yeah, it was good. It was busy too. It was one of those weeks too where we're in the process of hiring that manager that I told you.
Yeah.
So that was crazy because then I got a last minute resume and I was like, hey guys, I think this is a really good resume, but the position had closed. And so I was like, let's just see what you think. But she, so she was happy that she got the interview, but it was just this crazy trying to set up everybody's thing and everybody, that kind of thing. And then the boys went to Arizona this weekend for the baseball tournament. So they left on Thursday.
Amazing.
Thursday morning. So it was like, getting everything ready for Bugsy
run.
Wednesday and making sure laundry. Mom sent the laundry in clutch.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks for Mom.
So it was good because I had everything. So then when Thursday morning came, because I had to work on Thursday morning and I had to leave early, I had early meetings and I knew, I was like, oh God, like Chad's not going to pack the way he needs to pack.
Yeah. Not the way you would want it to be
No,
done.
of course not. So I actually put everything on the island and I was like, oh, thank God, Mom. Because when she batches the laundry, it's crazy. Those like little laundry cubes, like not laundry cubes, packing cubes.
Yeah. I love those.
So she sections everything. So not only does she do his laundry, but she sections everything. So like one packing cube comes with his underwear and socks.
Oh my God.
The other
Your
packing cube is like some like some jerseys or something. So she has a little bit of a madness to it. So it was really nice. And so I put everything out. And then of course I'm not sleeping on Wednesday night because I'm thinking about them leaving on Thursday morning and making sure that he's going to get up and pack. Okay. So I put everything out on because I didn't know if he was going to take a duffel bag or a suitcase. Right. So I put everything out like shorts, underwear, socks, t-shirts, things that fit him, right? Because he grows so fast that he'll come out with some random stupid ass tight shorts and I'll come out and be like, no, those are way too tight.
You're like that crop top does not work.
Yep. So I have to like take out the stuff out of his drawer so he doesn't wear it. So, but Mom doesn't know which ones are which. So sometimes they're a little on the small side. So of course, in the morning, Chad wakes up and I see that he had packed that night before.
Right.
And there's like 3 things in that suitcase that I didn't put out for him to pack. He picked from the 2 small things. So I was like, why did you choose these sweats instead of the sweats that I put on the right-hand side? He's like, I don't know. I grabbed it from this side. I said, but they're on the left-hand side. And he's like, and how was I supposed to know that? You're not supposed to. Those are the ones that your mom did. I said, Chad, on the right-hand side, I have everything. I had underwear, I had socks, I had everything that he's supposed to go. Why would you choose from the left-hand pile to put in a suitcase when I already had it on the right-hand side? And he was like,
did he say you did not put a color-coded?
No.
What are those things at the end of the map where there's like the different directions?
Like a legend.
A legend.
No,
you didn't
I
put
did
a legend
not.
for him.
But I said, just help me understand this in your mind. Why would you pick from the left-hand side when everything that you knew was supposed to go in the suitcase is on the right-hand side? Like, what? I was like, okay, fine. I get it.
In his head, he's like, it's all laid out and I can grab from any of it because it's all exactly the same.
100%.
Yeah.
He's like, if I couldn't grab for it, then why was it on the island?
My husband would have had the same argument. He would have been like, Lisa, if you put it all out, it's like a buffet. I can pick and choose from the buffet.
Okay, but this is the thing, is that he should know that, first of all, I don't put the clothes away right away when my mom sends them. That's the number 1 thing. Second thing is that it all matched. Like if I walked out, I would know that, oh, there's a rhyme or reason for this. Here's the socks. Here's the underwear. Here's the swim trunks. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Yeah, totally. The funniest thing is that I can think that half of our audience is like, yeah, what the fuck, Lisa? How did he not grab from the right? And there's going to be another half of our listeners who are going to be like, it's a fucking buffet. I just get to choose.
But again, it's like that whole thing, like, come on. Like,
oh, that's so funny.
So that was my Thursday morning. So because of that, and I was like, okay, Thomas, do you have your cord? Do you have your chargers? Do you need an extra charger? Just, in my head, just thinking exactly what he's not going to do and what he needs and what Chad thinks is important and what he doesn't think important because I think is way important, what he doesn't kind of think. So, so that was Wednesday night. I didn't get a lot of sleep. And then it just like, I don't know. I had a dinner. Oh, I had a dinner on Thursday night. It was a really fun dinner. It was one of the girls in the office is pregnant. She's going to be due in May or something. So one of the surgeons took
nice
2 of the girls out from the office and I joined. He invited me. So it was a pretty fun
fun.
night. Yeah.
That's awesome. So then the boys have been gone since Thursday. So you've had a quiet house to yourself.
Yeah. But, Friday I worked all day, and then Friday, by the time Friday rolls around, I am just gassed. Like, I texted you, I was like, I can't wait to go to bed. Like, is it time to go to bed? I can't wait to go to bed.
The best part though is when there's no family home, you're like, ooh, I can go to bed whenever I want. It's like a treat in itself, right? Like I don't have to stay up till 10 to
to make sure everything is
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. It's almost like one of those, like,
it's a treat.
And then I get sad because I'm like, oh, where's my buggy?
Yeah, not me. I had the day to myself yesterday too, and I'm like, love it, this is amazing. I have the whole day.
It's almost like you don't know what to do. Almost.
It was too quiet. I actually listened to my audiobook pretty much like 6 hours yesterday because I was like, the house is too quiet all by itself. I don't know what to do with myself, So
I got a book too I want to start reading.
Oh, what is it?
It's called Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult.
Oh, I love Jodi Picoult.
I do
She's
too.
One of my favorite artists. I do too.
Authors. I read a couple books when I was in college, and I thought she was amazing. And it's called Mad Honey.
Okay,
but it's her and somebody else. I only did one chapter.
We redid our backyard 2 years ago, and it's like this amazing backyard. And we went back and forth on the hot tub, and I was like, I don't know, hot tubs just feel like a different level of commitment. It's like you always got to think about cleaning it, maintaining it, taking the damn top off and on. But some of our friends have them and love them. I've never had one.
I think they're great. We got one. We have a fairly large deck. So we got one, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And Chad uses it a lot because he's got bad back. And so he likes to go out there and use it. And we actually put a TV out there too. So of course we can watch sports. We have an Apple TV out there. So it works. So it's nice.
That's nice.
But
talk about LA lifestyle.
I know. But he's in charge of the hot tub. He's in charge of the pH and all that chlorine and all that kind of stuff.
Got it.
I went in and I was like, okay.
One time we went on a cruise, my one and only cruise in my life, which cruises are an interesting thing. And there was on this cruise, which we went on like a booze cruise, bad idea with kids, worst vacation ever.
Oh my God, why would you ever do that?
Yeah, well, we were young and we just saw an affordable cruise.
Wait, and you were 16 with your first child.
Right. Young parents, affordable cruise, made ton of sense. Didn't know that Carnival from Long Beach to Mexico is literally just a booze cruise. And here I am with my 3 little kids, right? And so there's this pool.
Yeah, but it's not gross. Honestly, it's not gross. I don't know why he says that. He always says that.
Today I went for a body massage and it's lymphatic, anti-inflammatory type thing, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm in my 40s. I need to do this. Maybe this is going to, increase my wellness. And the poor lady's like, what's this patch on your skin? I'm like, oh, that's my estrogen.
You have a patch of estrogen?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, it's amazing. It makes a big difference for perimenopause to do the estrogen patch. So we all tease it's like our mid-40s badge of honor is our estrogen patch on our belly.
So wait, so how do you know that? Because I've been to the doctor and they haven't said anything. I just think I'm a bitch because I'm a bitch half the time.
Well, you probably are in some Some of that, yes. Right. Some of that, yes. But no. So there's this amazing company called Midi, Midi Health, and it is 100% built for women in menopause and perimenopause. That's their entire focus. And so it's a virtual online telehealth company. And it's like you go on an app, you answer a few questions about your symptoms, and then you meet with a very knowledgeable nurse practitioner who's 100% focused on menopause and perimenopause. And she starts to tighter your estrogen and progesterone based off your symptoms. So a ton of my friends who are like mid 40s to early 50s, we all now are on cocktails of progesterone and estrogen. Some of us have Zoloft sprinkled in there to make us a little less bitchy towards our husbands. And it's amazing. It makes a big difference. And then you just meet with her every 4 weeks, and based off how things are going, she'll kind of adjust your estrogen or your progesterone.
No labs.
It's amazing because it's all symptomatic, so based off symptoms, libido, dry skin, lack of juices, and all those things. So
And how often do you change your little patch?
She has been changing it once every 12 weeks. So I go on, the first one was like 0.5 and you wear that.
So it's regulated. It's
yeah, you change it like twice a week. Correct. And then I do oral progesterone as well. And then we watched it for 12 weeks. Yeah. And saw where I was at. And then we adjusted the estrogen up, but kept the progesterone the same. And then 12 weeks later, we put the progesterone up.
But Zoloft is for general anxiety, right?
General anxiety and depression, which works really, really well. Like a lot of women kind of need it in that perimenopause, menopause space where all my friends say it's so that their husbands are a little less annoying.
But this is exactly why I just thought I was just the bitch.
Nope.
You mean there's something I could take and I can't, I be a little less bitchy?
Yes.
Oh my God.
A couple of my friends were super anti, like thinking about doing this. And now they're all like, oh my God, I can't imagine.
There's a lot of negative feedback. I mean, a lot of negative like press about taking hormones, about.
Totally.
So,
but now and more, they're like, unless you have a huge family history of certain estrogen causing things, it's like, they're just little sprinkles of I change my patch twice a week. And yeah, it's made a huge difference.
Could that be GLP?
It can be too. Yeah, for sure. But honestly, just with the switches in estrogen and progesterone, it's made a huge difference.
Wow.
Yeah. Back
insomnia?
Well, I'm a great sleeper regardless. But what it did change is I was having a ton of night sweats and I was sleeping not great for me. My night sweats are now all gone. I sleep like a champ. Yeah. Makes a huge difference. I'm telling you.
MIDI.
MIDI Health. Yep. And it's all 100% focused on perimenopause and menopause. My friend who is going through it too is the one who told me about it. And they've been amazing. They take insurance. They're in network. You just pay your copay.
And it's all nurse driven, all NP driven?
Yep. So you have they're just super knowledgeable telehealth. Like it's a really great conversation.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you know, like perimenopause and menopause are things that aren't really talked about a whole lot, right?
No, I know. And then we chalk it up as like, it's kind of hard because I actually didn't know. I mean, they say that you, as a female, you go into menopause when your mom, like you ask, like that's your.
Did your mom know when she did?
I don't know. I remember when my mom was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like she was getting really bad hot flashes. And I said, well, don't you do like black cohosh or something? Because at that time that was what it was.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how old she was. I guess I should ask her. But I don't feel anything weird other than like, I don't get super hot flashes or like any sort of like disabling symptoms other than I think I'm bitchy, but I don't think
It's probably part of it.
Right. Yep. And the other thing is anxiety. Crazily enough,
that is part of it.
There is weird things sometimes. And it's weird to identify anxiety because it's not like chest pain. It's not like, you feel like this. I literally feel like, I don't know. I like feel like fuzzy in my head almost like.
Well, you're not sleeping well either. Right. So you put those two together.
Sometimes I get a little dizzy, but my mom is a dizzy person too. And you know what I mean?
Well,
like
that also can be thyroid too, right? But
apparently my thyroid things are normal. As of November, they were normal. I mean, I guess I got to take a thyroid test now, but I don't know.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, yeah. So like symptoms of perimenopause, I'm Googling it to make sure, but it can be irregular periods, yes or no. It could be bleeding that's changing. It can be hot flashes and night sweats. But a lot of times it's vaginal dryness, itching, painful intercourse, decreased libido, joint pain, muscle aches, headache, fatigue. But then there's also mood swings, so irritability, anxiety, depression, difficulty concentrating, memory problems, and sleep disturbances. So it's kind of all over the place. Some women even report heart palpitations, but a lot of women just talk about that they just feel like their moods are not where they used to be and their head is not where they used to be. And so that's definitely a big part of it. For me, one of my love languages is physical touch. I've always been a very physical person. That's very important to me. And, and all of a sudden I didn't care anymore. So maybe it's kind of what's going on with you.
I am going to check it out and just see.
Check it out.
I just wish that you could just go and like take a lab and they say, oh, your estrogen is here and your progesterone is here and this is signifying this. Because then for me, scientifically, like...
I mean, they can draw labs for you. For sure. They can.
Because I kind of like, sometimes I don't like just try this. Because I think there's so many side effects with everything you do, right?
Totally.
So then you take something, you're like, well, is that a side effect of that? Well, it could be. well, maybe not. Maybe that's just because that's just, you know what I mean?
Totally.
So I kind of like to have a little bit of a knowledge of what I'm going to take when I
You
take
could totally have that conversation with them and just say, hey, I'm kind of new to this game. I'm in the, medicine world, but this is kind of new to me. And here's what I'm thinking about. And can we have a good conversation, right? And see what she says. So
one of my friends, we were talking back and forth about I'm actually really interested in taking this master's AI course.
Ooh.
Yeah. And she took it and so, I mean, it's a commitment, but she's like, you could totally do it. And so we were talking back and forth about things that I thought were kind of interesting to do. And I was like, so, we were talking about it. I'm like, so how are you? She's like, I'm fat, I'm overwhelmed, I'm tired, and I'm a bitch. And I was like, wait,
oh my God.
Wait. I was like, well, maybe that's like, I don't know. I've been feeling that lately too. Like maybe that's menopause. She's like, girl, I've been in menopause since 47. And she's like, I don't know if that's just it or it's just me. And I'm like, I know, that's what I feel like too.
Yeah, so it totally is. It's funny. I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, and her and I had talked about, that these patches, and she was going to go more and go to see a provider. And I was like, well, I'm going to go the telehealth route. I'm all about startups and ease of care. And if a startup wants to specifically focus on menopause and perimenopause, like amazing. Right.